All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dealcasters Live. This is a pretty impromptu live stream. It is Black Friday. Welcome to those of you who celebrate. Tomorrow is Small Business Saturday, so go out and support some local small businesses as well. But we are here on Amazon, what we call the largest mall in the world. And I'm going to make sure that we're live in all of the places. And I'm just going to drill down through a bunch of items that we found today on Black Friday that we think are pretty awesome. So we're hoping to go live here in just a few seconds on Amazon. I'm seeing that is fired up on Amazon. So we are now live on Amazon. Hello to those of you who are on Amazon, and our LinkedIn stream has stopped once again, so I don't know what's going on. But those of you who are on the Book of Faces on YouTube and Amazon, hello Twitch as well. Hello to you. It is Black Friday, and we're here to talk about items that are on sale. There's some incredible sales that are happening right now. So if you are interested in microphones, in cameras, in storage that you could use for all your files, you are in the right place. So if you are over on YouTube or you are over on Facebook or Twitch and you want to come over to Amazon where we've got all these items that are curated for you in a carousel that's showing up on Amazon right below me. If you see something you really like and you say, oh, that is a really good deal for that particular item, we've made it easy for you. All you got to do is open up your browser and go to dealcasters.live. You go to dealcasters.live, and then we're going to be right here live in Amazon. I've got just a bunch of items that we found from our friends at Shure, as well as SanDisk, Fifine. Some of these items that we love to use ourselves in our own content creator journey, so to speak. But we also want to share a lot of these items with you. And so I've got some sort of B-roll footage of videos that we've created for a lot of these products, as well as, I'm going to fully demonstrate these things as well, as much as the tech lords will allow me to. But I think what we're going to do is, I'm a little rusty on doing the running the Amazon live stream, because my partner in crime, who as you may see is not with me, who's up here behind me on the screen holding up a box, Jim is unable to make the stream today. Everything's fine with him, but welcome. And I'm here flying solo, which means I've got items down here in the carousel that I'm clicking on. So every once in a while you may see me sort of reach over and do some wacky things, and you never know what's going to happen. I think the first thing that I want to show you is, I'm speaking into the Shure SM7B, and a lot of people realize that a Shure SM7B is the microphone that they see in a lot of live streams, a lot of broadcasts. It's the microphone Joe Rogan uses, and it is a fantastic mic. By the way, I have a neon green, as you can see, that's today's theme, so I'm sort of on brand. But shout out to Doc Rock and his Doc Pops, because he does different colors that can not only apply to the Shure SM7B, but to other microphones, the Rode PodMic, which is a fantastic microphone. It also works with the Shure SM7DB. I'm going to talk really quickly about the difference between the two. They're both on sale. And so if you were really thinking about jumping into, and you've got your content creation thing together, you just want that, big boy, big girl microphone, then and it's time to level up. The Shure SM7B for us is just fantastic. What a lot of people will figure out is that the Shure SM7B is what's called a gain-hungry microphone. So when people plug it in at first, they're like, why is it quieter than the rest of my microphones? And so they'll need additional gain. And what happens when a lot of people do that is they crank up the gain that's in their computer interface, like their Focusrite interface. Great, fantastic interface. I'm using a Rodecaster Pro 2 But what they'll do is they'll get what's called a cloud lifter. This is a cloud lifter X. And so this is not what you're hearing, but you're hearing a cloud lifter CL1 that's in the chain of my SM7B. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I need to give it an additional amount of gain so that you're not cranking up the preamps in your interface, right? And then you can add some additional noise that you may not want. So if you want to get that Shure SM7B, I would suggest that you also get a cloud lifter CL1. Those are not on Black Friday deal. That's not on Black Friday deal currently, but it is, in my opinion, a not need, but you're going to want to have that thing in the chain. Now, the beautiful thing that our friends at Shure did, and actually they did this with the Shure SM7DB, they actually worked in conjunction with cloud, because everyone that got a Shure SM7B got a cloud lifter, right? They got a CL1, and that's the sound that they wanted. And so what Shure ended up doing is working with cloud to develop a circuit that goes into the Shure SM7DB. So in other words, when you buy a Shure SM7DB, it already has a cloud lifter basically built into it. The size difference between the Shure SM7B and the Shure SM7DB is negligible. It's a little bit bigger, and I'm going to roll into a video right here to kind of show you the difference between the Shure SM7B and the Shure SM7DB. Again, these don't go on sale very often. You've got here on Amazon, you got the Shure SM7B is 28% off, Black Friday deal. And the Shure SM7DB is currently not on sale, but I would suggest with the Shure SM7B that you absolutely get a cloud lifter CL1. I'm going to go ahead and add that cloud lifter CL1 into the stream as well, in case you want to go ahead and do that. So here is the Shure SM7DB comparison with the Shure SM7B video. Beautiful people of planet Earth, welcome back to Dealcasters, introducing the one and the only Shure SM7DB, the dynamic vocal microphone with the game-changing preamp. This is designed for podcasters, musicians, and content creators seeking the pinnacle of audio quality and versatility. So you probably already know the iconic Shure SM7B mic. It remains a staple in radio stations, studios, and podcaster setups of all sizes. Can it get any better? Well, it just may have. Let's dive into the key components that make this SM7DB a true standout. Really, at its core, the SM7DB retains the actual iconic design of the legendary SM7B. It has all of the great hum shielding, internal shock mounting, and the external windscreen that you can see here. But hidden within this Shure design is a built-in preamp that is actually licensed from Cloud, who make the cloud lifter, which is a true game changer. So what I'm speaking into right now is the Shure SM7B going through a cloud lifter. So this cloud lifter, which is basically inside this preamp, is tailored and fine-tuned by Shure engineers. It's not just any preamp, it's the secret sauce that sets the SM7DB apart from the predecessor. So if you're used to having the SM7B and taking the XLR cable, plugging into a cloud lifter, taking it out of the cloud lifter, putting it into an interface, and then back into your computer, you don't have to worry about all of that stuff. It's already built in. You can come right out of the microphone and go right into your interface, into your computer. So stay tuned. We're going to go through a full comparison of the original SM7B and this SM7DB. With the SM7DB, you have the power to choose between 18 dBs or 28 dBs of low noise, flat, transparent gain. So as you can see from this is the bottom of the Shure SM7DB. And basically what you can see here is you can bypass, right? And then you have two settings on the preamp, either 8+18 or +28, and then of course you have the low end roll Okay, so that's what I'm talking about right there. This is the other difference between just getting a Cloud Lifter CL1 and getting the SM7DB is you have a switch there at the bottom. You can completely bypass the Cloud Lifter circuit, and you just have basically what I'm speaking into, which is the SM7B. And so you're basically saying, I don't want the Cloud Lifter, and that's what the bypass button does. But the difference here is on the preamp, you can select either 18 or 28 decibels of gain. You just have to remember when you plug this into your interface that you adjust the gain on your interface down, because obviously you're putting a lot more juice, so to speak, into that interface, and which is great because you're not using so much of the preamps of your interface, and so you can, it's somewhat of a more of affordable way of going about it, if I'm being honest, because you don't have to spend as much money on an interface. So let's get back to the video here really quickly, and then we'll move on. Off like you do on the original. Or the mid boost like you do on the original as well, or if you can just bypass it and make sure that those two are flat. That's typically how it comes from the factory. If you click bypass, you want to go all the way to the left, and you're bypassing the actual preamp. So this right now will sound exactly
I'm repeating
like
myself on this
the
video, aren't I?
SM7B does right.
Let's move this along here. Okay, we're going to give a little bit more of the comparison here, size and also what you're getting in terms of the shock mount. The other thing, with the microphone like this, you don't have to worry about when you're moving it around. Like I'm moving this microphone around and you're not hearing it because it has this yoke that has a shock mount in it. And that's, the other thing you got to realize, a lot of these microphones that are more affordable, you also have to buy other things like a shock mount, so that vibration that when you're moving your mic around doesn't actually hit. A Shure SM7B. And of course, it's got the great shielding. It's got the superior rejection of electromagnetic hum that makes sure that your recordings stay clear, even in the potential interference from your computer monitors. We're going to break down their features, their performance, and help you decide which one might be the right fit for you. So let's dive right in. All right, now you're hearing the one and the only Shure SM7DB. Here you go. This is what it sounds like. Not too bad, right? It sounds like I'm on the radio or on television or whatever. So I've got a Shure SM7B that's right here as well. So you're going to be able to hear the difference between what it sounds like on the Shure SM7DB versus the Shure SMB. So what I'm doing right now is I've got this particular microphone, which is the Shure SM7DB. I have the all right. Let's go off of that video for a second, and I'll just let you know that if the Black Friday deal right now that's happening is for the microphone that I'm speaking into currently, which is the SM7B, and then I have a Cloud Lifter CL1 that's also in the chain. So in other words, like the SM7DB has a Cloud Lifter that's built into the actual microphone, and it's more money. Whereas right now, if you were to get the SM7B on Black Friday deal, and I would suggest that you get a Cloud CL1 Cloud Lifter, which I have put in the carousel here on Amazon. If you're watching on any other place, and I see hearts and views in other places, I see Doug Lehman is in the house. Yes, sir, Doug Lehman. We're trying to break it down in layman's terms here, Doug. We appreciate you joining. This is another fantastic content creator, and welcome in Doug to the show. Hey, Doug, we're just hanging out here. We're going through some Black Friday deals. Let me know if you're looking in for something in particular. Also, let me know what you're doing. Are you or if you found anything on sale today? If you're looking for anything on sale, are you waiting for Cyber Monday? Are you waiting for Small Business Saturday? Or are you just chilling, breaking it down in layman's term? Black Friday on the Dealcasters. It is just Dealcasters, but we'll take the Dealcasters because somebody might not be the real Dealcasters, like the real Doug Lehman. Thank you for hanging out with us. So that's the Shure SM7 DB and the Shure SM7B. Again, when we've thrown the Cloudlifter CL1 in the carousel, the Cloudlifter is on a 13% deal at $129 right now. But if for whatever reason you'd rather get the DB and not have to worry about, listen, sometimes you pay up for the convenience. And so having a Shure SM7 DB, Doug, I know you are a fan as well of Victor Antonio. Victor's now has a Shure SM7 DB, going minimalist on a lot of things rather than having, you know, this microphone coming out with a microphone cable into a blue box, you know, and then out of the blue box, you know, into your interface. It's much easier for some people to just say, "Hey, I just want the microphone. I want to plug it in and just go." So it looks like Doug, you are interested in decent wireless microphones. There are many options. Okay, so got a couple here that are on deal from Amazon. I'm going to talk about. And I will, in full disclosure, let you know that both these companies sent these products to me free of charge, but these opinions are all my own, and I do have a few. And these videos for both of these products are available on our YouTube channel, which is at Dealcasters. So the more affordable option for a wireless system for you. Now this particular system will only work with your phone or tablet or directly to a DSLR or mirrorless camera. It's the Fifine M9. Let me go ahead and pop that into the carousel. And I've done a video for this as well. We won't watch the entire video. A lot of these videos I'm doing are full, you know, a full demo, and it includes like maybe an unboxing and things like that. So I'm just going to kind of move along to where you can hear sort of the difference of this. And let me get Doug's comment on here about wireless microphones. So these are the two options that right now on Black Friday have somewhat are on sale, on discounts. Let me make sure that the second option is on sale, and it is. Definitely the more affordable option here is this particular. It's $58, but I was surprised at how easy it was to hook up. And the only thing I would say on this that I wasn't a huge fan of is the sound of the noise reduction. And I'm going to get to that in the video. You'll be able to hear the difference. And then the other one that I'm a big fan of, and Doug, I know you've seen this before, and this is the Shure Move Mic. This is not as affordable, let's just say. It's definitely more expensive. The system that I have is a 2 wireless lavaliers, and the difference here is it doesn't use your traditional Bluetooth. Instead of using traditional Bluetooth technology, what Shure did is they've created their own proprietary Bluetooth for this. And so when you take these out, and these charge up to 24 hours of usage. So once you have this charged up, a lot like, you know, your AirPods and your wireless headphones, these things will click in and charge depending on whether or not it's needed. And then you just hold down this button. You're going to see it eventually turn red, and it's going to try to connect to the particular source. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this. Now, you're familiar with wireless lavalier systems, but for the most part, these wireless lav systems, what they end up doing is they end up using traditional Bluetooth technology. Yes, DJI. Those are. I don't have those. I have used the DJI mics. I have one of those Osmo. What's the word? I should have brought it down here. Wireless deals. But I hook this. I hook the Shure Move Mic into it, and so I use this as my wireless option with the DJI thing. Hollyland is also a nice one as well. I'm not sure if either one of those are on deal. I don't have those currently, so it's not like I can put that in the carousel and kind of recommend that or not. But those are other, maybe more affordable options than the Move Mic. And like I was saying, the Move Mic itself uses, this system uses proprietary wireless technology. What do I mean by that? Wireless, proprietary wireless. It's basically Bluetooth wireless audio. It's not made for that. It's not made for high quality audio. And of course, Shure is known for their high quality audio options. And so, with a lot of their broadcast microphones. And so it has its own built-in wireless systems to ensure that the audio sounds really good. And the noise reduction on this is really incredible. So let me just roll into the M9 video, and we'll do a quick comparison of how it sounds with and without the noise reduction. So here is the Fifine. Looking for an affordable, high-quality wireless lavalier system for your content creation or home studio? In this video, I'm diving into the incredible features of this Fifine M9 dual wireless lavalier microphone. So whether you're a vlogger or a podcaster or running your own YouTube channel, this system is a game changer for capturing crisp, professional audio without breaking the bank. Let me first start by saying our friends at Fifine sent this to me free of charge so that I could do a video like this. But these opinions are all my own. We're going to go through what you get in this system and how to use it, and I'm actually going to demonstrate it outdoors. All right, I'm not going to go through the whole video, but just to quickly show you, it's very easy for it to connect. Once you connect it once, it's really easy to pop it out, and these connect automatically. One really cool thing about this is that, the Fifine logo with the little smiley face is kind of interesting. You will notice in terms of, and look, it's already connected, in terms of size, and sometimes this is important, like the Rode just put out a wireless system too. Doug, I'm not sure if you checked out that. It's much smaller, but it used to be a lot larger, almost like a beeper. This is like a half beeper from Fifine, and you could see the size comparison. I don't know. It's definitely wider than the Move mic. So if that's a concern for you, if you want to use something that is smaller, maybe tuck it behind a collar, so all you're really seeing is this nub, that's something to consider. And from a size perspective, let's roll the video a little bit further in so you can get an idea of the sound comparison. Looking for an affordable, high quality wireless lavalier system. Let's get it going here. We kind of showed how to connect it. This, you can see it also has a little windscreen, or what they used to call dead cat, but I think they still call it dead that's cat. The one tricky part about this. But once you get it on, it doesn't easily come off, which is actually a good thing. So it is a little difficult to put on this dead cat. I will say that. But once it's got a little little ledge that you kind of have to feel. It's a feel thing. It wasn't real easy to put on, but I do like the fact that they give that to you as a part of the package. Real easy to charge up. Let me move it along to where we can hear it. These are the different cable options. Again, this does not work with a computer. The difference here itself, let me go back to the overhead here. The difference between the Fifine M9 system here is you can plug these in directly with the cable to that, and it works for DSLR cameras and tablets. But with the Move mic, you have to buy a receiver like this, and this receiver will connect to these. But then you have to connect your receiver right here, your Shure Move mic receiver. And you will, once you connect your Shure Move mic receiver, you can connect directly to your computer. And so a lot of people will use this if they are moving around in, kind of walking from place to place. Maybe you're demonstrating something visually up on a vibe board, or you want to move around, in a public space. You can plug this directly into a computer mixer, any sort of source like that. Whereas with the M9, you're really limited to a mobile device to be able to do that, as opposed to a PC. So let's get back to the M9 for the looking
comparison.
for an affordable,
back to where we were. Okay, now we're gonna do the demonstration to kind of. Doug, this is what I'm talking about. You'll be able to hear how I sound. I'm connected to a camera. This is a DJI camera, and then I'm walking in the backyard, you'll be able to hear the difference. And then when I'll turn on the noise reduction, and you'll be able to hear the difference between the normal sound. And I've got water running, so you can hear the sound, and then you'll hear the noise reduction. The dead cat on it, the Windjammer, and it's not really that windy, so I don't know. Maybe I'll take it out and go for a run to see if that works. I'm going to try to stay well lit, but here I'm going to hook this onto my lapel, so to speak, my collar. It instructs you to kind of keep it right here. Which makes sense. You don't want it pointing out here, but you want it pointing, to where your voice is speaking across the condenser microphone. I've turned on the waterfall, so the water, you probably are hearing the water rush. Salvador Rodriguez,
as well as got
Madrid.
Some water running in.
Thank you for the follow.
So I'm going to get up close
Appreciate
to
the
it, and then you'll see here on the unit
Let us know if you're
itself,
looking for anything, Salvador.
let me get that in there, is this noise reduction button. So I'm going to test it on and off. You'll be able to hear me probably say, okay, I'm turning it on, I'm turning it off, I'm going to push the button. I won't be able to see myself because I'm going to go as far as I can to where, hopefully this is, going to be able to pick me up nice and clearly. So let me go ahead and hook it onto my collar. Sorry for any extra noise this might be giving you.
Didn't have a lot of handling
got it
noise.
to where it's pointing out. Now, if you don't love the way this looks, you can probably put it underneath your collar, and certainly without the wind.
Some people actually
really
hold those
don't
microphones.
Need the dead cat or the Windjammer.
Not my vibe.
So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start walking backwards, and you should be able to hear me clearly. I'm going to try not to turn around so that the camera continues to follow me. Boy, that would be funny if I fell into the pool right now. So I'm going to get over here and get closer to where the water is. And so maybe you can hear the water rushing. And I'm going to try turning on and off the noise reduction.
Here's where the noise
button.
reduction comes in.
Now, turning on and off the noise reduction, there's a little light. So in case you're wondering how that's going to sound or look or what the experience is going to be like, there. Just hit the button for noise reduction. I'm going to take this off just to make sure that I see it on, and I do. I had to cover it up because the sun's on. So this is noise reduction mode in the same spot. So testing 1, 2, 3 with the noise reduction on, and now the noise reduction is off. Noise reduction is off. I got to be careful that I don't drop this thing in the water. So I'm keeping the noise reduction off, and I'm going to walk further away, and you should be able to hear less of the noise because I'm away from that rushing water. But I am further away, and I'm going to get closer to this rushing water. So maybe you can
Doug,
hear
it's
it
the
over
DJI
here.
Osmo Pocket
Looks
3.
like the camera's still following
I'm
me.
putting the creator combo.
All right, so now I'm getting down here. I can hear the rushing water. Noise reduction.
The creator combo includes
Now the noise reduction is
the
on.
wireless mic, the DJI wireless mic, which I would recommend
Water
over
is
the 55M9.
And I'm going to turn it off.
But you can hear how that just killed the water, but it really did affect my
I'm going to hit
voice.
the noise reduction right now. Testing 1, 2, 3, and noise reduction going on. All right, so that is the noise reduction on. Noise reduction on. I'm
basically removed all the
50
low
feet
end, I think.
away from the receiver at this point with the noise reduction on.
The Osmo Pocket
And I'm going to turn
creator
it
combo
off.
is in the carousel.
So now the noise reduction
that includes
is
the
off.
DJI mic.
And I'm going to try to go about 100 feet. You may not be able to see me. I'm not even sure if the camera is tracking me at this point. I can barely see my camera.
Agree,
Hi.
Doug. It is
and
key.
And I'm going back, and I'm going back, and I'm going back.
Pretty good quality
back.
Distance.
Maybe I'm not even on.
Move mic, very similar.
Yet I'm going
Jim
back.
Fuse did an example.
Probably about
channel.
100 feet or more away. And I'm going to test the noise reduction at this point, even though now the noise reduction is on. There's really no noise around here anyway. But, just to kind of give you an idea. I mean, there's some birds chirping here and there, but for the most part, you're not getting any noise anyway. So I'm turning the noise reduction off. So noise reduction is off. You may hear a bird chirp. Maybe not. I don't know.
We don't hear a bird chirping, Chris.
There you go. I mean, that should give you an idea.
All right. I think that's going to give you an idea there. Yeah, Doug, noise reduction is key. And so if you, my suggestion is this. That's an affordable option for wireless, but in most cases, your wireless is going to be you're heading outside of your normal sound treated room, right? And so noise reduction is something you really want to make sure you get right. And the Move mic, in my opinion, has the highest level quality of noise reduction. On the Dealcasters YouTube channel, Jim Fuse goes into a much more in-depth, he walks 100 feet away, turns on and off the noise reduction. A car drives by on the street and you can't hear it. And he's like maybe 50 feet from the street. And so it just is a higher level. And so in a lot of cases, you get what you pay for. Doug, I did put the Osmo Pocket 3 in the carousel. It's highlighted right now. I have that. It's actually upstairs. I should have brought it down. It's not on deal, but it's also not inexpensive. But I use that thing every day. It's really great. It's 4K quality video. I can move it into all kinds of different directions. I have used it in the studio, for alternate videos, kind of like what you see right here. But this, this camera that I'm using right here as my alternate video or alternate camera is actually a Sony ZV-1. Why do I bring up the Sony ZV-1? Well, Sony has their cameras on sale. And so if you're, in my opinion, the Sony ZV-1 F, which is what they consider a vlog camera, which is 20% off today, Black Friday deal, which is highlighted currently in the carousel, is a fantastic camera. It can be used for your main camera that you want to use. I use it for alternate cameras. I've used it in many situations to capture content anywhere, and I would highly recommend any of these cameras that Sony has. Here is the Sony ZV-E10 that I have highlighted in the carousel as well. That's the one that Jim Fuse uses. Doug says, thanks. I like the option for adding lav mics or other microphones for interviews. Right. So, Doug, if anybody watching here goes to Doug Lehman's channels, and you should, because he's always breaking it down in layman's terms. He is somebody that is always focused on getting good quality interviews with people. So you want to have like that multiple mics in a situation. And adding lav mics, and instead of maybe doing the single microphone back and forth, and handing or sticking it in somebody's face, you're handing the microphone to them, whether it's a lav that they're holding or they're clipping it on themselves, and you're just having that conversation. So that microphone thing isn't a concern when you have lav mics, and I've seen Doug use those before. Doug, listen, the Shure Move mic. Here's the other thing that Shure does, and this is just a little thing that I like that they've added, and this is a real inexpensive thing. But instead of just clipping, right, and this can it's very small, so you can clip this on the inside of your collar. Let me highlight the Move mic in the carousel. See, these are the things I'm a little off my game, ladies and gentlemen. I usually have Jim Fuse doing this for me, but this is the Move mic that I'm highlighted. The cool thing here is, you can clip this sort of so that the thicker part is kind of on the inside of your collar. So really the only thing viewed here is this little clip and maybe the top of this particular mic, right? But if you were to, what's up, Rome? Rome definitely knows tech, ladies and gentlemen. You want you want somebody that knows what they're talking about on Black Friday. Go check out Rome Knows Tech. Thank you, sir. I hope you have I'm sure you've gone live multiple times like you do every day. Great, fantastic content creator. Rome Knows Tech. Go check him out. So this is the other little thing that they've added to this that you can buy separately that Shure has done. And it's basically you add this little piece of metal to the clip right here. And I'll just go ahead and do that like so. And now you've got this that is that you put on the inside of your collar, and so this sticks to it,
and you basically nothing is seen, right? So I would in a sense I would just take this, and let me get this off the screen here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And I would take this, and instead of it being seen at all, I just take this magnet, and maybe this is too thick. Oh, it's going to stick. And so now you're not even seeing it. I guess the magnet isn't as powerful as I thought it was. But anyway, for the most, I mean, you can clip it to the inside of your collar anyway, and you're not going to see very much. So anyway, highly recommend the Shure Move Mic. It's of course not inexpensive, but there are some things that are absolutely worth the money. And Rome, oh man, thank you for that. Thank you for that. And you continue to inspire me too, as well, sir. You are. I loved it. I enjoy popping in and seeing your stuff, your content. You are one of a kind. And content creators, I think that's important to be able to do that. So professional. Oh, what did you call me, Computer Pal? I'm kidding. Thank you for joining us. Well, Rome. Okay, we weren't calling that. You were calling Rome professional. Thank you. Now we have that straight. Computer Pal. He does know it all. And we appreciate you guys popping by on the stream. All right, so let's talk a little gaming, Mike. Because I know Computer Pal probably has done a few games here and there, and so is Rome Knows Tech. And this is an absolute great Black Friday deal, and that is the Shure MV6, what they call a gaming mic. And the cool thing here is it actually comes with a Shure branded stand. Which I think is pretty cool. Personally, I like to get the microphone off of the desk, so I like a boom arm. I like something that will do that. And so, boy, the desk is getting messy, isn't it? Let's get that microphone out here so you can see how cool this looks. And I can plug this in. So, the one thing about these Shure microphones, these USB microphones, and there's two Shure USB microphones that are on Black Friday deal. One is the Shure MV6 that we've highlighted here, but we also have this puppy, which is the Shure MV7 Plus. And I love the Shure MV7 Plus. And I'm going to, let me first tell you, Shure sent me these microphones free of charge, but these opinions are all my own. And I don't say this very often, but I get a lot of USB microphones sent to me. And I will tell you that this is, without question, the best USB microphone I've ever tested or I've ever had a pleasure of speaking into. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with I'm going to put my keyboard over here and hope it doesn't fall. I have too much stuff on my desk today. That's what happens. There's so many deals, ladies and gentlemen, on Black Friday that we have to do this. All right, so I am going to pop a video on for this microphone, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this microphone in, and we're gonna rock and roll with the Shure Motive Mix software. So what I was going to tell you about these two microphones, the MV7 Plus, which is right here. By the way, in case you were wondering, it is a little bit bigger than what they had, which was the MV7. And the only reason why it's bigger is because they put more space on the end of this pop filter, on the end of the windscreen. It's basically the same capsule as the MV7 or MV7X, but they've added this, which becomes a light bar that you can use. And there's all kinds of functionality that can be added with the MV7 Plus by plugging in USB. Now, if you plug into, and when I say USB or XLR, this right here is your traditional microphone output. That's a microphone cable that comes out of there and that goes right into your interface. So it is analog. So your digital signal comes out of your USB. So if you want to use all the fun stuff and get all the colors and all of the extra stuff that we're going to show you here on the MV7 Plus, You only really have access to it if you're plugging it in USB. The coolest part about this microphone, I will tell you, is that any settings you make by plugging in USB to this Motive Mix software, so you want to use the particular EQ that you like, or the digital popper stopper, which keeps you from doing plosives and blowing everybody's ears out. All of those settings basically travel with the mic. So you can set it and forget it. So, okay, here's the setting that I want. Here's the colors that I want. And then I'm going to take this microphone and, take it home, or take it to my office, or take it upstairs, or take it to whatever. And so if you're someone who wants to use a mic like this, and your work doesn't allow you to use any sort of outside software like the Motive Mix, just use Motive Mix on another computer and set it up the way you want it. And then when you plug that microphone into your computer, those settings will travel with the microphone. You don't have to worry about downloading it on other computers. So I thought that was like a really cool way of doing it. Same thing with the Shure MV6 gaming microphone as well. And so we're going to go ahead and pop in here a video of the MV7 Plus so you can kind of see what we're talking about with that. All right, what we're showing you on the screen is the Shure Motive Mix software, as well as the MV7 Plus. I've got this connected directly via USB out of this microphone. I do have these headphones right here that are direct monitoring, and what you see in the camera above my head right here is the top of the Shure MV7 Plus microphone. I've done a factory reset on this microphone, so this is exactly the experience that you would get pulling this thing out of the box. Every one of your sources is going to show up here. So if you are doing any sort of mix and you want to pull in other cameras, microphones, whatever into this, you can go ahead and do this. Down here is my Shure MV7 Plus. Now you can do the settings before you actually add this to Shure Motive Mix if you want. One other thing I should make mention of is that you can use your Motive Mix software as your virtual sound interface. So your computer recognizes it as an interface. So if you want to do a mix, if you're doing a live stream, you're doing a gaming stream, you want to pull in different sources, you can do that. You just need to select Motive Mix from your local computer settings as your output source. But in this case, we're just going to drag and create, or just click on, and it would create this channel, which is the Shure MV7 Plus. Of course, you can mute it from here, and you'll see the main Motive Mix over here as well. Sound check, which we've also walked through how to do this so you can check your levels. You can certainly do that there and then do your recordings. But what we're going to do here, because we are plugged into a USB, you're already noticing some differences, because there is some of these things that are built into the Motive Mix software that are on by default when you bring in your Shure MV7 Plus. So if you click your device settings down here, you're going to see this right here. You can do like an auto level of your gain, or you can uncheck that, and then you can add manually whatever level of gain you feel you need to add from there. I'm going to go back to auto level just to do that. You can change your monitor mix of your mic and your PC level if you want, one more than the other. You can certainly adjust it right from there. The tone settings here, what I like about this, you have dark, natural, and bright, but you can kind of like waver in between here. As you can see, there's dashes here. So if you want to go all the way dark, and I'm going to drag right here so you can kind of understand how this works. There, I'm dark. So I did get quite dark, but maybe that's too much. Maybe you want to go somewhere in between to where you're getting that low sort of 200 hertz end or something like that, but it's not too boomy. You sound like you're in a broadcast studio. That's probably what I like right there. Your natural tone is just your natural tone. There's nothing on it. And then you go to bright, that's going to bring your EQ higher, more crispy sounding. The reverb here, and I'm going to go ahead and click reverb on output, but I'm also going to click reverb on direct monitoring, because I am direct monitoring this mic with my headphones here. So I'm going to click on both of those, and now you are hearing studio with about medium intensity. So this is what's called studio reverb. Now for podcasting, this is probably not something you want to do, but you could certainly dial that back. One thing I'll make notice of here as I'm kind of dialing things up and down. All right. I'm going to change headphones really quickly so I can monitor myself. But what you're hearing now is the MV7 Plus. I've got this hook. Gonna hook in instead. Probably easier. And so, hang on. All right. Now, hearing the Shure. Let's see. Every once in a while you gotta. We got to have her in the house. I love you. Appreciate you coming by. Ladies, check out content creator James Hicks. It's fantastic. Thank you for popping. Thank you. We've got 7 Plus, and man, there's no better time than come in like a heckler like that. It's well done. Well done, Mel. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. At the Motivex software, and show you really quick how this works. It's pretty cool. I mostly surprised by how good the denoiser was. Microphone. I mean, yeah, this is the scheme pretty cool. But honestly, I didn't have a color scheme. I microphone great, and especially for a USB microphone. Let me show you really quick. How this works. I'm going to click this gear down here. In fact, let me Pro Mouse so focus in a little better on this stuff. Doug, a question. Wait, and let me get my. You get yellow today. How about that? My desk is full. Here we go. All right, that allows me to kind of do this, and you'll be on clicking. You click on these device settings, and that's when the stuff is open. So right now it has auto level, but you can adjust things to come up and down here. The auto level is a good, and so I'm going to quick while I have this, and that's the real. So I've got that's going right down here, and the SMB and my B and things are getting going. And, I have to keep my phone out because I'll just be a sweat hog the entire live stream whenever. So if you would listen in headphones, you'll be able to hear when I uncheck the real-time denoise. You'll be able to hear the noise in my room. And then I'll click the noiser. Hear it go. So here we go. I'm going to listen to hear how much actual noise is in the room. Now I'm pulling the fan a little bit closer, a little bit to hear. And now that noise, or listen to the fan noise go away. All right. All right. So we've got some questions. Doug Lehman, what are questions? Are there any audio-visual products on your wish list going into the holiday season? Well, Doug, TV products, not really. Really, listen. I'd love to be able to check out that new Rode video store, but I don't really have a need. I don't have a need for it. Let me switch back to here. All right. Thank you for that, James. But yeah, Doug, to answer your question, not really. To be honest, not really. I haven't seen anything. I mean, I kind of am set. Like when I want something like the Osmo Pocket 3, I just went and got it. I didn't say, well, I'm going to wait for the holiday season to get it. I usually just go and pick it up. I'm kind of set. I don't have any gear acquisition syndrome, any gas on a particular item. Like I said, that Rode video caster is something I'd love to play with. But now, it's like at that price, I have to really find out if that's a need. And I feel like it's a need really only if I had multiple people in the same room doing a video podcast. And so if I'm at a studio constantly, I would say that would be an investment that I would make. If I was at a studio doing multiple people on a show, I absolutely would make that investment. I've heard great things about it. Rode continues to upgrade their stuff, and they make quality stuff. I have a lot of Rode stuff sitting around here that I use, and so I would be excited to get. Yeah, don't fear the gear when there's a need. Yeah, absolutely. And so that's what I would encourage people on this is like, gear acquisition syndrome is something that a lot of people can get caught up on. And let me get this, now that, I'm trying to straighten up and fly right. I got James Hicks on my stream, so I gotta make sure that I can get all his entire comment in here on Ecamm, so I don't look like you're watching some clown show. I'm just all out of whack without my partner in crime, Jim Fuse here. But James Hicks is looking for a specific recommendation: desktop mounted adjustable MagSafe mount stand to use iPhone for vertical recording. Desktop mounted adjustable MagSafe mount and stand to use iPhone for vertical recording. Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah. No, I promise you that. This, I know the outcome of tomorrow's game, James. I don't think there's any question. I'm going to watch it. But my expectations are about what everyone's expectations are of the game. And I think a lot of, Ohio fans, fans of that team down south need to understand is like for the past 3 years, they haven't won, and so they seem to forget about that. So they're overly confident this season, and so go blue for sure. But yeah, I mean, I think we know. I think we know what's up. Yeah, James, I think where you're going is you want to record with your phone, right? So you want your phone maybe eye level like you would your because I think you have a teleprompter set up, similar to what I would do, and what many others have, or you've got a camera where you're focused on that. So you want something where you can plop your phone, MagSafe. So what I've got, let me see if I can do this. I think I can do this. I'm going to have to unplug that one microphone. I'm going to hang tight with me. I'm going to play this video for about maybe 15 seconds, and I'm going to get my side camera in here and kind of show you the way I have it set up. Because it's dynamic, you'll be able to get those sounds that you don't want out of your mix. No more loud, whirring computer fans, air conditioners, and body noises making your way into your Fortnite battles. So right now we're going to do a little screen share with the Motive Mix, because to truly unlock the full potential of the MV6, even though you can plug it in right out of the box, you'll want to use the Shure Motive Mix software. This app is like incredibly user-friendly, lets you fine-tune your audio settings with precision. All right, here we go. What you're looking at on your screen is the Shure Motive Mix software. It has separated here into Mixer and your library. And basically, each one of these sources are the sound sources that you have on your particular computer. So it doesn't have to necessarily be a Shure source, but it will detect what that source is, has a microphone in it. You'll be able to pop it into this and have it as a mixer and be able to mix multiple audio devices. For purposes of this video, we have the Shure MV6 in here, and you're going to be able to see how we work these functions really quickly. If you don't know about Shure Motive Mix, it's a free download, and you have things like an ability to do a sound check, as well as be able to do actual recordings with these sound sources here. Very easy to get those set up. Sound check is just basically going to allow you to figure out your levels, as you can see right here, making sure I'm between -6 and -12 dBs. The auto level mode is on. That's why it's pretty much doing that. You can turn off the auto level mode. We'll show you how to do that, and you can readjust your gain manually if you'd like to do that. This will do a sound check, and you'll be able to hear how things go there. I'm going to close out of that, and we're going to go into the device settings so we can see really quickly how to get the most out of the Shure MV6 USB gaming microphone. So I'm clicking on that here, and this is very familiar if you've used this for other Shure microphones like the Shure MV7 Plus, and I can mute this here, but of course it has the mute button right on the top, a non-tactile mute button that you can use. I have currently on gain auto level, and you see the way to open this up is to click this little arrow that's right here, and if I click on that arrow, you can see I have that checked. If I uncheck it, you'll probably hear my gain maybe go up a little bit, and there you go. Now you're probably hearing the gain adjustment, but I can certainly bring that down manually if I'd like to bring that down manually, or if I'd like to bring that up as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back to auto level, and now you've got your monitor. All right. Here's what I'm talking about, James. So James had a question about something that he could use to record vertical. Now, what you can see right here, let me see if I can get this. I found this. I need to look this up. This, my opinion is, and I've used this before in a, let's see if I get the camera over here and get you a look. As you can see, I've got my phone showing the Amazon live stream. So all the chats are coming in here. And then I'm making adjustments to the products below, right? There's the, these particular questions. There's James' question. And so you could see it sitting on this little stand that's charging my iPhone from behind, and it goes up. I think that's as high as it goes. And I'll throw this in the carousel, James. I don't know. I mean, personally, if you're going to get it up high enough to be where like a teleprompter is, like mine is there, I think in order to do that, you would probably need to get it set up on top of something, which is never the best thing. But you probably could get it on like a Gorilla Pod or something, and get it hooked to the inside of, kind of the inside of, a pole you've got behind there or something like that. But I like this because, and I've recorded vertical videos with this. Let me know if I'm in the right arena there, James. I want to make sure that I'm understanding that question, because James there's a reason why we call him Dr. Hicks, ladies and gentlemen. Because Dr. Hicks, you don't get a doctorate just by playing one on TV, by playing one on YouTube. And, you made me move all kinds of stuff. Man, I got so much stuff on my desk right now, it's not even funny. All right. Enough of the clown show. What do we got here? That's a good start. See, that's him being nice. That means, sorry, Stone. Try again. I don't know. I kind of like my little deal because I use it like for having an option to be able to see the phone. Like right now I could see the Amazon live stream. I could see things coming in if I need to see them. But you're using it for recording. Like right now, it'd be like you'd basically see my nostrils. It's not a great look. But recording directly onto a vertical video on an iPhone is, I don't say it's an art form. Like some people know how to do it really well. Personally, I don't do it really well. And I haven't really worked at it. It's just not my thing. I have recorded vertical video sitting here, but I use Ecamm to do that. You can record live videos, as James, you know that well, and you've done it as well, and starting to do it recently. And so, that's a way to do it. But I think doing it with a phone is certainly an art form. And having a device like that, and see, now you got me thinking I should go and get one. All right. Doug Lehman wants to know the background setup, the sound padding. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is, oh gosh. What's the name of this? Oh, you guys are making me do homework. No, I love it. Let's see. I will look that up for you, Doug. It's, we sell a lot of these, or a lot of those are sold with our affiliate link. And I bought all of this stuff myself. So, I can speak, I speak freely anyway on this stuff. But let me pull this up, because we have a video for it on, the Dealcasters channel, as well as on our YouTube channel. So I could definitely pull that up for you. Let me go ahead and do that. And they come in like packs of 18, and they're adhesive on the back. So let me get over to, sorry. I need to pull this up anyway. Got adhesive on the back, and a lot of people have asked me about that. And I did it for a couple of reasons. Number one, I was getting a little bit too much echo that I was comfortable with in this particular office that I'm in. I wanted something that helped to deaden the room, and I've got it on 3 of the 4 walls in here. And I'm backed into the corner, so you can see there's a depth spot in a corner on each side. And did I need to do that? Probably not. But the other reason why I was doing that is because I wanted to be able to change the studio for the people, for the particular show. Like right now, you're seeing the show that I'm talking on. I've got that photo that's on the TV that's behind me. So I put a JPEG on the TV behind me. I've got lights underneath it, LED lights that shine up onto the walls. And I turn them in the same general color scheme as the image. And so when I'm a remote producer for a particular show, and that show has blue and white and black as the color scheme, I can accommodate my entire look here, my entire virtual presentation to be the same, like I'm in the show, like I'm in that particular show. And then when I show up on this particular show, we're using green, and that's why you're seeing the dock pop. That is this particular green, is because everything is sort of I don't want it to be distracting. I want it to be, congruent and consistent with what's happening. So I'm still looking for the video so I can answer your question here, Doug. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so this is Doc Pops. That is the here it is. DMSKY. I don't even know. I mean, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Dimsky is the company that had these. Let me go ahead and I'll pop these in the carousel as well, and so you can check these things out. Yeah, so these are on Black Friday deal. How about that, Doug? Look at you encouraging me to put Black Friday stuff in my carousel. I'm going to go ahead and pop it in the Amazon carousel here. Let me get the ASIN number. This is some inside baseball, but in order to add it to the carousel, I have to get what's called the Amazon specific identification number, I think is what it is. Boom, just added it to the stream. It's in the carousel. Let me go back to the live streaming. Yeah, Doug, thanks for making me work. I appreciate it, man. No, hey, listen, I don't have Jim here, so I'm happy to talk to you, Doug, and James and everybody else that Computer Pal and Rome and that everybody else that has popped in. All right, boom. There, I just highlighted in the carousel. So this is an 18-pack black acoustic panel. They're 12 by 12, and they're pretty thin. I mean, they're not super thick, but the material is, I mean, I could absolutely tell a difference. When I put these on my walls, it completely deadened the sound. I've got carpet on the bottom. It's not, I mean, the room isn't dead. It's not like it's an anechoic chamber in here or anything like that. I got computer screens in front of me. My voice is bouncing off of those. But if you have generally a halfway decent dynamic microphone, you're not going to get that echo like if this were glass behind me, right? And so that's why I did that. It's twofold is the sound, but also like I wanted something less distracting. Doug, if you remember, I had all my guitars. I've got one. I got a 12 string over here, but like I had 6 guitars behind me and the platinum and gold records, and all of a sudden it just became like, oh, let's talk about your Goody Mob platinum plaque or whatever behind you. And I was like, I think what's more important is what I'm saying is, and maybe it's just having a few pieces in your background that don't distract. Doug used the keeping it 100 thing, whatever. It kind of gives you your personality, but doesn't make people go, I can't focus on whoever's talking. Yeah, maybe I've thought about doing that one day, is figuring out how to do that, how to get in here. Like I have a ton of bass pedals that are available on Amazon, so I thought about just kind of doing some demos with that, and and we'll do that. Richard, we appreciate you joining the show. Thank you for that. Thank you for the encouragement. Yeah, man. Goody Mo B, man. Goody Mo B. Those are. I have to show you. See what I'm saying? Like all I had to do was mention Goody Mob, and all of a sudden it becomes the topic of the live stream. We're here about Black Friday, but no, we gotta talk about the Dungeon family while we're in the house. Apparently, you guys are killing me. So this, let me talk to you about these. Let me do my due diligence here, and talk to you about these. Let me see if I can get. I'm gonna mute this and see if I can. The quality here is not good. Let me change this. Hang on a sec, folks. And I'm going to get this video up and running. How about we do this? That's better. Okay, why don't we go 1080p? Why do we go 1080p? Because we love you. That's why. Let's see if we can go. You guys are really making me work, man. Really making me work. This is incredible. Come meet Chris. Yes, come meet me. Richard, thank you, man. All right, I am going to grab
one of these. Let me see if this works. Yeah, that's going to work. And so we'll press play and kind of get an idea here. So you can see here, this is the pack that it comes in. Let me get Doug's comment off the screen. I do have the volume on this video off, in case you're like trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Let me get myself kind of out of the way a little bit. So that's how these things come in. There's 18 of them. They're, you know, one by one by one. And you can see here, I had all my stuff up on my wall. This is what I did. This shows you the construction of me putting it together. Really easy. You know, just all I did is start in a corner and work my way, you know, up and down out of that corner. And, you know, here you can see how I peel it off. Really super easy. I tell you what, I did underestimate the amount of squares that I needed. And so I didn't order enough at first. And then after a while, I was like, and you can see like I've got like light switches and stuff in this. But that's it. I mean, you know, I think I'm speeding up the video a little bit. Yeah, I'm speeding it up a little bit. But you can see just lining it up. And I mean, you get to the edge of the wall and then you have to pull out the X-Acto knife. And then just make sure you don't slice into the wall. But now, if I ever have to take these things off the wall, it might be a problem, you know? Like I may be pulling some, I may need to repaint and spackle a little bit. And no, I don't have any spackle in to suggest to you. So don't start giving me more work, James. So, you know, maybe have some Goody Mob branded spackle to do that. Yes. All right. So that gives you an idea of these things. I mean, I like them. You know, it's real easy for me to use these things. Real easy for me to you know, once they were up, to be able to you know, brand my studio. So right now you've got the green vibe, but when I want to change to one of my clients' shows, I can put my client's show up here, change the color scheme to fit that. Put on a dock pop that works with that color scheme. If I don't have a dock pop that works with a particular color scheme, I'll just stick with black, and it'll flow nicely. So it was just, you know, I learned that tip from our friend Kirk Nugent, who, you know, if you ever watch Kirk Nugent, you know, regularly, you'll see that he changes his look up a little bit almost every time. Doesn't keep it the same, and it's not just a different shirt. And I think there's one thing to when you get in the flow and you have a cockpit that you sit in and you do your thing. James Hicks, you do the same thing. Where, you know what, just change it just a little bit. You know, get things a little bit better. Get things a little bit, you know. And, you know, because you will have people that will watch you consistently, and if you keep it the same visual kind of every time, I think people can drift away. So it's kind of a good idea to keep things fresh. So yeah, I don't know what you laughed at. Probably I said some terrible joke, Richard, but appreciate you joining. Another thing I have highlighted in the carousel, it's a Black Friday deal, is a really cool portable charger that I've used. And here it is. Let's see, do we have this? Yes, we do. We got this over here. Happy Black Friday, folks. We got some questions. We got some fantastic content creators in the house, Richard, James, and Doug. So this is a cool, very affordable option for you. $18. This is a killer portable charger. So stocking stuffer. And yeah, I kind of like it when you turn it on. You get this little dog paw thing going on. But you know, it's always good to have a couple of USBs to be able to use for this, and just love it.
course, I can't read anything in this lighting. So if you're looking for stocking stuffers, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you're going to have your charging cable, which is going to be a C to A cable as well. Love this. Love this. Love this. Let me turn it off. Powers itself off. Another little added function, and you have a little bag. You can't have enough of these cute little bags to have with it. Oh, appreciate you, Richard. 5K likes. Boom. All right. Do I have anything left that I haven't gone through? Oh, this is if you are in the market for a portable monitor. So portable monitors, for the most part, are, only when the one time that you need it, you're going to be like, man, I wish I had it. And also we had a couple of minimalist conversations here. So if you're someone that likes to use pretty exclusively laptops, and you go and use it for traveling, and you're somebody like myself that needs two monitors, and maybe the laptop monitors just, not ideal for you. This is a KYY portable monitor, 36% off. This thing is $70, and I love it. This also works for gaming systems as well. And you basically, you will need to power it. So you got to make sure that you're powering it, and then you're coming out with an HDMI, mini HDMI into this. And so really, really great monitor that you can use for yourself. Only $70, and highly recommend this thing. I use it when I go and travel and need an extra monitor in addition to what I have with my laptop. To me, it's having a portable monitor like this, about the size of a large iPad, super durable as well. It's got a magnetic case that it flows in, so real easy for you to pop in and out of a backpack and use. Portable monitors for me are great. I've used this in a pinch in a studio as well when you need a separate monitor. But I exclusively use this KYY portable monitor for travel. It's on a Black Friday deal, $69.98 and 36% off. So I wanted to make sure that we mentioned that. There's also Roku streaming sticks. So for you that love to stream, there's that. We do have a GoPro Hero 11 as well that's on a Black Friday deal, which is $280 for that Hero, that Black Creator pack. Super affordable if you're looking for a GoPro. And let me make one last, well, not last. If anybody's got anything that they want to talk about, make sure you check out, like if you're looking for portable storage, you can't go wrong with these SanDisk Extremes. The SanDisk Extreme, the 4 terabyte, I think is 4 terabytes for $220 is incredible. And these things are, you hook them on your backpack. They're, I don't know what SPF waterproof they are, but you don't want to go deep sea diving with them, but they also are super rugged, Thunderbolt. And this is a terabyte one that I've got. I've got a 2 terabyte and a 4 terabyte as well that I've got in backpacks upstairs that I take on the road with me. I can edit videos with Final Cut Pro libraries right off of here. So it's super fast, super efficient way to be able to take some portable storage. These SanDisk Extremes are incredible. And it's always like one of those things, well, what should I get, a 1 terabyte or should I get a 3 terabyte or whatever? It's like always go for more than you need right now, especially if you are a content creator that is using video. That's something you should think about. So, I just went off of my Amazon. Thank you, Richard, for highlighting. Yeah, $10 off coupon as well on that KYY. Let's see. The Fi-Fine gaming interface is on Black Friday deal. Let me highlight that really quickly there is a video for that on our Amazon channel, as well as some Elgato stuff. So if you want to get key lights, or you want to get the teleprompter, the one that I use is a Glide Gear teleprompter. That is also on sale, and we've got that in the carousel as well. I'm a little off center, but we're gonna roll with it. James and Doug had me just abusing my desk here, so I'm just gonna get things a little more centered for you. Get my keyboard out of the way so I can get this pair of headphones from our friends at Shure. Shure provided these headphones to me so I could do videos like this, but these opinions are all my own. These are the Aonic 50s, and I just love these headphones. Now, wireless, yes. Wired, also yes. So you can use these headphones in more situations than just a wireless kind of thing. But there's a lot of headphones out there that are built with tons of plastic parts, and they just they seem to fall apart, and they seem to not have like really high quality stitching, and they're really not that comfortable. These are absolutely, keep them on your ears all day. Just really solid, not heavy. But when I say solid, I mean like you could see just the quality build that these have. And I love them from the standpoint of if you need them to be wireless, you do have a Bluetooth connection here, but you also have a wired connection as well, right? And a wired connection so you can use them as phone or whatever for that. But if you want to use them as monitoring for when you want to do editing, right? And so if you're a content creator and you're editing your podcast, you don't want headphones that are going to give you extra bass in the mix, because when you edit and export what you think sounds good, it's going to sound super tinny because you are attenuating bass based on the extra headphones. So these can be used for monitors, or you can add the noise reduction and other things if you want to just enjoy music the way you want to enjoy. Also super fluffy. Look at how fluffy these are. Super fluffy. I mean, just comfortable. So I wanted to make mention that Shure Aonic 50s are on Black Friday deal. 25% off. $262 for these Buttes as well. And of course, you're going to get your cable and a really solid case to keep everything in. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you coming by. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, James. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Rome. Did I miss anybody? For all you folks that have come by, we appreciate you joining us here on Black Friday. If there's any questions that you've got on any stuff and you're on any of the other tubes, feel free to hit us up in the comments, and we answer all of them. So thank you, and as always, don't fear the gear.